Hi everyone, welcome back once again. So today we are going to understand how to generate a primary key in file handling. Okay, so primary key in my previous tutorial we have spoke about it, that it's a unique number associated with every record. So every record should have a unique number so that we can identify that record, isn't it? And a primary key must be auto generated. Most of the cases it is auto generated. Now this is because, if we give a primary key that is entered by the user, so obviously there is a possibility of a human error that the person can enter two primary key as same, and that can create a problem. So normally we have a primary key which should be auto generated. Auto generated means it will be automatically generated through a line of code. So user is not concerned with this. There will be a unique number that will get generated, and that will be stored along with that particular record. Okay, so to explain you this further, we had this file, that is, this is what we had last time in my previous tutorial. We created this CRUD operations, and in this, okay, I'll just delete this for now. Okay, and I'll just show you the exact code, the previous code that we had. So this was the code that we had, and this was the option 1, that create record. And we opened the file in append mode, we accepted the data, and then we wrote that particular record onto that file, isn't it? But then roll number, okay, now if we talk about, this was just an example that we took, but if we talk about a roll number, and if we talk about a school, and this file, that is student.txt, I'll just open that file and I'll just show it to you. That is a text file and the student.txt. Now this file is basically, this is a roll number, this is a name, class and section, isn't it? But if you talk about an entire school, and if we are storing that entire data of students into this file, so roll number cannot be unique for every record. Why? Because two students can have the same roll number from the different classes, right? So we cannot identify this particular record with a roll number. So we require a unique number by which we can identify every record. Okay, so now how we are going to do that is, the first thing, okay, that we need to do is, we just need to create a file, that is an empty file, and just name that as primary. Okay, primary, and this is an empty file, as you can see. Okay, this is an empty file, and then we will create a new, we require a new handler, that is fh underscore p, and open that file, that is in primary.txt mode. Okay, and we'll open that file in read mode. Okay, and then what we're going to do is, we are just going to read the data from that particular file and collect that into S. Now S is initially, if the file is empty, so there is a null string, isn't it? And if it is null, in that case I'll create a variable that is called as primary key is equal to 1. So if the file is empty, it means that we have not created any records yet. So this is the first record that we are creating, and the value of the primary key will be 1. Okay, and then what we're going to do is just close this file. Okay, close the file, and again just open the file, but this time open the file in write mode. So that is primary.txt, and that is w, that is a write mode. And then what we need to do is underscore, use the file handler dot write, and just convert that primary key into string, and then write it into that file. So we are writing that particular primary key, that is number 1, we convert that into a string, and then we are writing that character onto that file, isn't it? And then lastly just close the file. Now this is the first step that we took. If the file is empty, so my primary key will be 1, and then I will close that file because it was in read mode, and again I open that into a W mode. So if I open that into this particular mode, that is a write mode, so basically previous data gets deleted, but anyway the file is empty out here, so it will not matter. And then I convert that into a string, that is this character, that is 1, and then I'm writing that onto the file. Okay, now this is the if condition, if S is a null, But what if else part we have, that is as there is some data. Now we have already written this data, so number 1 will be present into that file. So next time when we run it, this condition will go false, and then it will come to the else part. Now else part, what we need to do is create a primary key, that is primary key is equal to, and this time just convert that as. Now as next time when we run, this will have the character that is 1. Next time when we read, this will read this character, isn't it? So s will have this number 1, that is in a character form, so we convert that into int and then plus 1. So this will be 1 plus 1, and the primary key will get the value as 2, and then we will just use the same code out here. That's it. Okay, so this is how you're going to do it. So next time when the primary key, we open that file, there will be number 1, so 1 plus 1 will be 2. Then we again open that file in W mode. So previous data, that is 1, that will be deleted, right? Because we are opening this file mode, that is a W mode. So previous data will get deleted, but then we are writing the new data, that is 2, into the file. So this will only hold one number. This file will only hold one number, and that number is a unique number that we generated for a particular record. And now we are going to use this and add to our record. Okay, so a converted plus, and that's it. Okay, so now you can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'll just delete all that previous records that we had, and we will create a new records, and let's see how it works. So I'll just delete all this. Okay, so this is basically now empty. Okay, so we will add the primary key. Okay, and now we will see how this works. Okay, let us run this, hope everything works fine. If not, then we will just recode it. Let's just drag the logical error and remove it. Okay, so 1, and it is asking for a roll number. I give it as 12, name as a J, class as 5, and section as A, and there it is, it has got created. Now again, if I create one more record, okay, so just expand this. Okay, maximize it, and then I give the roll number as maybe 14, name is as J, class is 7, section is A, and this time I just quit this. Okay, and now open the file, and we will see how the data got stored into that particular file, the student.txt. And you can see out here that this is the first record. Okay, and this is a unique number, and this is another unique number, that is number 2 got generated, and this is the roll number, this is a name, class, and section. So you can see from the user, we are only accepting the data that the user should supposed to enter, that is the roll number, then name, the class, and section. But the user is not concerned with these numbers. This is automatically getting generated, and it is getting stored. So, right, so if I create one more record, and okay, I'll just close this, run this program again, and I will create one more record. In fact, I will create 2 records more, and I'll give this name as Joshua, right, and class as 6, section is B. Let us create one more, and that is 70. Okay, 45. Actually, roll number cannot be that big, but still it is just sample data. And Anthony, and 4 and A, and let us just quit this now. And now let us just check the data, that is student.txt. Okay, so here it is 3 and 4. So this will go on. But what if we delete a record and then again create a record? In that case also, this code will not create a problem. This will always go ahead, and I will just show you the file, that is primary file. I did not show you that file. So primary file will always hold only one number. So you can see there is a number 4 over here. So next time when we read this file, we will read the number 4, then we will add 1 to that, and then open this file in W mode. So this will delete this entire file and write the number 5, and this is how it will go on. Okay, so now what we need to do over here that is delete record. That is number 2. Okay, that is to search. Now when we are doing any searching, that search we are going to do with the help of the primary key. Okay, so the user over here will be entering the registration number. So over here you can see in a school every student has a unique registration number. So we can consider the primary key out here as a registration number because it's unique for every record. So the user will enter the registration number over here and number to search. Okay, and now what I will do is I will compare L of 0 is equal to roll number. So I'll just change this variable, that is a reg number over here and reg number over here too, and this will create, but L of 0 is registration number, and then L of 1 is not name, it is actually the roll number, isn't it? So certain changes that I need to make out here. So this is where we are actually displaying the searching a particular student. So if we are storing around 1000, 2000, 3000 students, we can easily search that using this particular code. Okay, but the point that I wanted to show you is so we can just make the changes out here. So it is L of 1 is roll number, so change this to roll number. This is name, this will be a class, and then at one more we will have one more statement, that is 0 1 2 3 and 4, because now there will be 4 fields. Okay, there are in fact 5 fields. Okay, I'm counting from 0. So there are 5 fields, that is registration number, roll number, name, class and section, total 5 fields. Okay, but the point that I wanted to do is show to you is deleting the files. So the option for that is option 4. So let us come to option 4, that is ch is equal to 4, and then we will ask the same thing, that is registration number, reg number to delete. Okay, and let me just change this variable to reg number. Okay, I'll just copy this and paste it wherever required over here. That's it. Okay, and okay, that's it. Okay, so this will actually delete that particular record now, and then again we will create some record, and let us see how this works. Okay, so that is option 4. So first thing is I just need to read records. Okay, so I'll just check whether the reading that record has properly done or not. Okay, or else we can just open that file, the physical file, and just see the records. So over here you can see that okay, there is a gap that has come over here, so I'll just remove this gap. So this is first record, second record, third and fourth. So this is the primary key 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, so we have 4 records, and the unique number, the primary key, starts from 1 2 3 and 4. So let us run this code, and I'll go for deletion, and I will give the registration number as 3, and so it has not given any error, so I think it has deleted that record. So we will just open the file and check. Okay, so let us open that file and check. That is student.txt. So student.txt, and here it is, that record number primary key 3, it does not exist out here. Okay, now if I create one more record, what will happen, what number it will get? So if you create one more record, so I create a record, so it says maybe 34, name I will give it as Nitin, class as 5, section as A, and that's it. Let me just exit this, and now we will check the physical file, that is the text file student.txt, and you can see still we don't have that, number 3 is gone, and now that new record is 5. And if you open the file that is the primary key, now it will have the number 5. You can see out here, that's number 5. So next time when we create one more record, this will get converted into 6, and so on. So this will go on. So always we are going to have a unique number for every record. Okay, so this is how you can create a unique number, that is a primary key, into file handling. I'll just show the code one more time. So this is the entire code. that we just coded it, and this is using this code we are connecting. We are actually not connecting, sorry, we are just generating a unique number for every record. Okay, so I hope this particular tutorial is very much clear to you. Okay, bye for now.